All right, now let's turn to a current event happening in Rock Island. The newest show at Circa 21 Dinner Theater is all about the world's most famous detective. Baskerville, a Sherlock Holmes mystery, is playing now through March 8th. It's a 5-person cast, and we have 2 of them joining us right here on The Current, Noah Johnson and Gillian Weatherford. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, there are 5 actors here, but you guys play collectively more than 40 different characters. How does that work?
Well, I'll let her answer that one. She plays a lot more than I do.
So we have a Sherlock and we have a Watson,
yes.
which Noah plays. And then, yeah, the rest of us play anywhere from 6 to 14 characters. I'm one of the ones who play 14, which includes 8 wigs and about 30 quick changes. But they're kind of, you know, the anchors for the story, and they go throughout different scenes in which we come in, and we call ourselves the clown roles because we play these different wacky figures who help kind of move the plot along and help them uncover this mystery.
So when you're playing 14 different characters, do you have a bunch of different accents you get to do?
Oh yes, and this was the huge draw for me. I've always been an accent person. Growing up, would use the British accent, you know, all the time. And now I get to not only do that, but I have a German accent. I have, you know, I'm a baby at one point. Like, it runs the gamut. And so there's always that moment backstage where you're like, okay, who am I? What voice am I using? What physicality am I using? And yeah, it's a crazy time, but it makes it different every time too.
The range is incredible. So Watson, tell us, what is the mystery about?
Yeah, so it's based on the original story, the Hound of the Baskervilles, which is an old Sherlock Holmes story, and it's about a property in Devonshire where everybody keeps mysteriously dying, and they think that a hound is involved. And so it's Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson trying to solve the mystery that's happening there at Baskerville Hall.
Usually when we have Sherlock interpretations, they can be pretty serious. Yeah. Is that the case here?
Not so much, right? We have our moments, right, where we encourage the audience to go to like a serious place with us, but in general, it's very silly, right? You want to know what the resolution of the mystery is, but you're laughing the whole way.
Yes. Well, Noah, I understand this is your 2nd time doing a Circa 21 show. What brought you back?
Yeah, so I got to do Miracle on 34th Street this past Christmas season. It was such a great time, but truthfully, it's the people here. Like, I feel so welcomed and so loved when I'm working here at Circa 21, and that has kind of been my experience in the Quad Cities in general, and so it's just a great place to work.
Have you found a favorite restaurant or coffee shop in the Quad Cities?
Ooh, that's a good
favorite
question.
Hangout spot?
Well, we like the movie.
We do like The Last Picture House over in Davenport. We like Soy 2 downtown. Those are 2 of our favorite spots, yeah.
And Gillian, this is your first time here.
Yes, it's been wonderful. It's been great experiencing like all of the different aspects of the city. I want to take a few dance classes while I'm here, and it seems like it's a very close-knit community, you know, for being 4 separate cities. It has a very homogenous feel, which has been nice.
And a community that really supports the theater. So
yes.
In the few seconds that we have left, if someone comes to Baskerville, is there a moment that they should look for where they might notice something along with the mystery?
Oh, that's tough. I guess you would probably have something better than me.
Well, I think the best part about this play is that we do help the audience along because it is so comedic and there is so much happening constantly. It's sometimes easy to get distracted, but at the end of the day, there will always be Holmes or Watson there to kind of hold your hand and be like, okay, after that insanity, back on track. Let's see what's actually happening here. And I mean, even my one character has a few moments where she'll emphasize some words and kind of look towards the audience that might be important later on.
One of your 14 characters.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much for dropping by today. We're looking forward to the rest of your shows.
Thank you for having us.
For you guys at home, once again, this show is now playing at Circa 21, and it runs all the way through Saturday, March 8th. Matinees are on Wednesdays, and evening performances are on Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. For tickets, you gotta call the Circa 21 box office in Rock Island. James?